Let's go.
Players have won the Heisman Trophy at LSU, if I'm not mistaken. Three players have won.
Billy Cannon, the Galloping Ghost.
Yes.
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow,
2019. And then Jayden
Daniels. Obviously, with those three, image, name, and likeness, it should be restored based on what he's done.
The great Ghost.
Historically, for that entity in general, you would think, the number would be retired. But in a sense, I hope that everything gets resolved in a what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a lot of words you're looking for, Chad. What the hell are you saying? Here we go. If somebody, I don't know, this is my spirit, and I think it's certainly my default, and it may be to my own detriment. If you don't invite me to the party, your party, a party, trust me, the moment I find out I'm not invited, one, I am not interested in going, and two, I'm about to have my own party. It may be a party of one. It may be I'm just going to do something else. But the last thing I ever want to be is somewhere I am not wanted. And I don't want anything that is not given to me. Okay? If it takes you to give it and you don't give it, I don't want it. Now, I can say that easily because I ain't talking about NIL. I ain't talking about I won a Heisman, and I'm not talking about expectations that you owe me something. I'm talking about just my spirit. Because what if somebody says you owe me? Okay, what do they owe you? Is there a rule that says everyone who wins a Heisman gets their jersey retired here? I mean, I'm just being real. I understand where Jayden Daniels is coming from 1,000%. I also understand where LSU is coming from 1,000%. Hey, man, didn't y'all promise to this kid to get the number when you recruited him? Yeah. Why you do that? Because it was available. Why they ain't retire Jayden Daniels' number? I don't know. That ain't my job. I don't retire numbers. I just recruit kids. And then when I recruited this kid, I told him he could have it. Now, Jayden looking back, like y'all know how it goes, because I got my jersey retired at my high school. I'm in the Hall of Fame of my high school and college. Not Canton. It ain't happening in Canton. It ain't. Shut up. It ain't happening in the NFL. No, sir. But every other level under it, I've got my jersey retired. Damn, I ain't finished it. I feel like the Patriots that year, undefeated and lost the Super Bowl. How you going to get your I'm a Hall of Famer and jersey retired every level except, damn it. Shucks. Anyway, the real of it is, I got some of them jerseys that I retired. I think it was like, oh, he in the league and he balling. Let's retire his number, especially high school. I'm like, y'all ain't think about that when I was there. You know what I mean? Y'all wasn't, yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm the man over there. It's like, oh, yeah, he was the man here too, to connect it. But Jayden was the man there. I know you can hold your money back and say, I'm not going to support, but you want your money. You're like, don't be selling my jersey in the store. Don't be getting no money off no NIL. And then you ain't going to retire my number or that. So now you got another problem. How does this get out? There's a lot of problems we all have that we don't let out because it just sound weird. It sound funny. It sound like you tripping. It sound petty. But it's your position. You took it.
In a respectful manner. Because I think at some point, maybe they are going to retire it, but I'm not sure whether they would allow someone to wear that 5, huh? I'm not sure why they would allow someone to wear that 5. It makes no sense to me. And the person that is wearing it, I'm not sure what his name is, but now he has big shoes to fill, even one to follow in the footsteps of what Jayden Daniels has already done.
But he said he was promised that number, Ocho. He said if they told him if he comes there, they would give him that number.
So that's interesting. High stakes. First of all, it's LSU. Even though I know, they got 3 Heisman winners, you're not going to retire all them numbers, obviously. You're not going to have a problem with retiring numbers, even though you're going to always have a lot of players wanting to come in. And what's the odds of those great players always wanting the numbers that are retired, the few that are? So it's like a high stakes poker conversation. This is a first world problem. You got somebody so good, you got to promise them a number. And this number just happens to be the Heisman Trophy winner, Jayden Daniels. And you actually like, all right, it ain't retired. Your check was, did they retire that? No. All right, it's yours. This is a high stake. This is a first class problem. And it won't come up much, and it probably won't come up ever again, but it's here now.
They use it as a ploy to get a player to come there.
Hold on. But didn't he play there last year, Uncle Ocho?
Yep.
He wore 3 though.
Yeah,
yep.
He did.
But he said he wanted that number. And a new coach came in, but you got to realize, hold on, Brian Kelly.
Yep.
He recruited him, got him from Arizona State. Brian Kelly gave him his word. And so when Lane Kiffin came in, he told Lane, they promised me this number. Lane like, okay, you can have a number.
But
yeah. All right. So since we got other people chiming on that, good for them. Good for that conversation getting us started. Married to a number is interesting because I'm not going to tell somebody else how to feel about their number. But I do know that the NFL will. You know what I mean? Like the NFL will easily be like, oh, you really cared about that number? Oh, well. I wore number 3 my whole life. Well, I wore a lot of numbers, but number 3 became my favorite in high school. I wore it in high school. College, number 5. You know I was balling if I'm playing DN at 5. I was out there eating. Hey. I get to the league, they like, I don't know what you thinking. You sure ain't wearing 5. So they were like, all right. I said 75 because it at least had single-digit odd numbers. I love that except the number 9. I don't like the number 9 for some reason. But I like 1, 3, 5, and 7. So I said 75 because I couldn't be 57. I'm not a linebacker. Couldn't be 35. I ain't no running back no more. 75. That's how I got there. Couldn't be number 1. Crazy. But I'm not the one. These guys love their number. They love their number. But damn. And then the dude loves his number, but at the same time, they told him no last year. If you told me no last year, Lane Kiffin came in there like, whatever. I ain't tripping like that. If whatever makes you ball, if it makes you happy, go get it. Wear the damn number. Sometimes it's just that simple.
LSU University football is bigger than one player. And so you can be upset about it. If you are, that's your opinion, and you can rightfully be upset. That's how you feel. But it's never, ever, ever going to be about one player when you're talking to university like LSU, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas A&M. Those type of schools, USC, Oregon, is always bigger than one player.
Yep.
Ooh, T cooking today. Jayden Daniels made the biggest mistake not just an athlete can make, not just a college athlete can make, but any human being can make. And he got into an ego contest or I'm
so stupid. He said he made the biggest mistake an athlete could make? Okay. All right, so you got that covered. He said a college athlete? I thought you already said athlete. We good. And then he said a human. Oh, why'd you start there?
He got into a contest of aura with somebody who had more aura than him. It's the biggest mistake you can make as an athlete or as a man. And the dilemma is Jayden Daniels is him, but you ran into the guy of all guys at LSU, 15-0. And not just basic 15-0. Slaughtered teams, slaughtered Oklahoma, slaughtered Clemson, en route to winning a national championship and bringing LSU their first national championship in, I believe, over a decade or maybe even nearly 2. Joe Burrow had a customized jersey that he almost went out with on senior night right before switching it. Do y'all remember the aura of that LSU Tigers team? People are suggesting that is one of the greatest teams in the history of college football.
Yeah, that's real.
Jayden Daniels, you cannot get into a contest of aura with somebody like Joe Burrow, who's just got it in droves.
All right, we're going to get out of this because what are you talking about? Let me say this. You can get into a contest with somebody who got more aura than you, whatever the hell aura is. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess that's like a rap battle and you go against Jay-Z. Ooh, you better not go against Jay-Z. He got more money. He got more swag. He got more of that. Yeah, does he have more bars right now? I might eat his ass. You know what I mean? Pause. But the point is, I hear kids now say Himothy. You ever heard them say that? Oh, that's Himothy. You know what that is? That's Himothy. They don't say Timothy. They say that's Himothy. So he is I and I am him. You could be him, but he is it. He is Himothy. So I understand what Acho talking about. Like, careful. There are moments when I knew I was Timothy. I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what's going to happen. So in that respect, yeah, but I don't think that's the issue. Let's play this off one more time. Let's get one more. I think there's one more video that could shed some light on it, and then we're going to sum this up. Because I don't give a damn who you are. Everybody could get got. You know what I mean? If you don't believe that, you didn't watch the end of Scarface. I don't give a damn who you are. It's my house. That's my house. Yeah, okay. 90 people climb your wall. Yeah, I thought you were the man.
Yeah, it's a business type deal, right? You want to be able to capitalize off every gain from your name, image, and likeness. And if you're associated with LSU and won a Heisman Trophy, then that's included in that as well. I also think LSU, like if you know for a fact this guy.
Hey, Steve Smith Sr., first of all, the realest they ever wrote. Shout out to the homie, West LA's finest. Look at that. Is he in the Hall of Fame yet? Did they do that yet? Is he eligible? He better get in. He was insane.
I also think LSU, like if you know for a fact this guy meant so much to your program and your organization, why give out number 5? Like, I don't understand why would you do that? Because I also feel like everyone who has won a Heisman Trophy, in which there's only been 91 Heisman Trophy winners, only one 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, that was Archie Griffin at Ohio State. You deserve to have your number retired. I think also, I don't think anyone should be rocking that number, or nor should an equipment manager be giving that number out, basing it off what you were able to do on the football field alone and what you meant to that program. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm done. We're going to sum this up. See, I see the issue here. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. He said the key word, he said deserved, expectations, right? It sounds to me that the time that has elapsed between Jayden Daniels taking his last snap at LSU, what was that in? The chili cheese Fritos bowl or something they was in? What were they in? That like the something. One of them off-brand bowls, one of them 6'5", what Biggie say, one of them 6'5" ninjas. That ain't LSU level. It was like a Columbia Bowl game. Like I would have been in that game. Whatever. The day that happened, and you walked off, hugged your mama, and y'all rolled off because you knew the road to riches is in front of you, and it's time to go get paid. Washington Commander. I don't know. It just seems like somebody didn't have a conversation thorough enough, if they had it at all, about what's going to happen with my number. And I know life's coming at you fast, and I saw you out on the circuit, and I saw you get drafted, and I got to see you at your first game. I got to meet his mom, all that stuff. Love, LA, West Sea, Philia, Nia. But I don't think, it certainly doesn't sound like y'all put pen to paper or mouth to ear, and said, this is what we doing with this number. So what happens is you have a expectation, but maybe it's subconscious, maybe it's unconscious. It's certainly not consciously stated, but you're going to hold them to it when all of a sudden you see them move different than you told them to move. Because one, you didn't restrict them. That happens to a lot of people. It happens to me. I don't even have examples really where it's like, oh, I didn't even think about that. You know what I mean? You just be like, that's why contracts be so long. Because over the years, people are just like, just put it in there. It don't matter, dog. I don't know. Just cover all bases. You're like, dog, that ain't going to happen in perpetuity. You're like, yeah, you never know. I wish my contract was signed and the prenup. Let me. Come on, Wiley, don't joke it out. Reason I ain't get a prenup, I was like, man, I know too many people got a prenup, and they be in court fighting for their prenup. I be like, man, that thing didn't work. Oh, dog, I got to spend more money to get the prenup, and then I got to go do the divorce. Boy, wait till MJ turns 21, or he's trying to show me, Daddy, I want you to meet someone. I was like, what's her name? Stacy. I was like, hi, Stacy, nice meeting you. You ain't getting married to my son, just let you know. If you don't believe me, Google me. It ain't happening. He'd be like, we'd be at the wedding. He still's like, Daddy, please don't make a scene. I was like, I don't make a scene. You know me. I don't never keep it real. They'd be like, anybody oppose this wedding? I'll be like, I have a Diet Dr. Pepper shook up ready. No, sir. I don't give a damn what. Daddy, she's a billionaire heiress. I was like, good for her family. We're going to date there. I don't need no money. You don't need no money. I don't care who she is. Daddy, she makes me feel. I was like, you better feel on your own. Let me stop. All right, so the point is, they ain't had that convo. They ain't had no prenup, no postnup. Jayden just went away. Thought that they were going to take care of the house. They said, we are, but we're going to move around some of this furniture. We're going to move around some of this. Hey, go in the dresser. Go in the closet. Get that number 5 out. Come on. That's what I think happened. He slipped up and didn't even think about this. They didn't even slip up. They're like, who said we're going to retire your number? And to be real, this is the most brutal part of this. This is the brutal, but this is how I live. This is how I think. If you retire Joe Burrow's number and now you're going to retire Jayden Daniels' number, those ain't the same. I understand the Hall of Fame. There's Hall of Fame levels. It's the same thing. Like, who's the worst player in the Hall of Fame? Matter of fact, ChatGPT too nice. It won't even tell you that. But the worst player in the Hall of Fame ain't the same as Tom Brady or whatever the hell you're going to say. Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders, LT. It is. Whew, good topic right there. That's a good topic right there. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think.